When Kevin Durant decided to join the Brooklyn Nets, it wasn't that big of a surprise. I mean, everybody knew he wanted to join his best friend Kyrie Irving. It was also becoming clearer and clearer that Brooklyn was a destination for the two. Yet that wasn't always the case. Months ago, the New York Knicks were considered the favorite to land both guys. I mean, the Knicks thought so too. They traded one of the best players in recent franchise history, Kristaps Porzingis, solely for the purpose of creating max cap space to be able to sign two guys in the summer. Yet is it possible that that trade eliminated their chances at getting Kyrie and KD? Let's investigate. On January 31st, 2019, the Knicks agreed to trade Kristaps Porzingis to the Dallas Mavericks. In exchange, they received Dennis Smith Jr., Deandre Jordan, Wes Matthews, and 2 first-round picks. The only real asset involved was Smith Jr. and the 2 first-round picks, as Jordan and Matthews were just considered matching salary and expiring contracts. Like almost all bad teams do when they acquire an expiring contract that has value, the Knicks agreed to a buyout with Wesley Matthews. They also agreed to a buyout with their center, Enes Kanter. Yet they didn't agree to a buyout with Deandre Jordan. They offered it to him, but he said no, which is odd. I mean, I can only think of a few reasons for not accepting a buyout. 1 would be the player has an attachment to the coach. 2, the player has an attachment to the organization, franchise, or city. 3, the player has an attachment to his fellow teammates. Or 4, the player thinks he'll have a better opportunity to play with the team he's on, even if they're bad. Yet none of these things happened with Deandre Jordan. He's not from New York, he never played with the Knicks, he never played under Coach Fizdale, and didn't know any of his teammates. I mean, Jordan played less minutes per game with the Knicks than the Mavericks and didn't even start the final 7 games of the season, as the Knicks wanted to play younger guys. So, why would he stay on a bad team when he had a chance to play for a contender? It makes no sense. Well, here's where the theory comes into play. Is it possible that DeAndre was KD's mole on the Knicks to feel out the situation? So when free agency came around, DeAndre could give a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I mean, in late January, February when the trade came to be, KD to the Knicks buzz was at a sky-high level. To further explore the situation, you must understand the strong relationship between Jordan and Durant. In an article from 2016, Durant and Jordan detailed their friendship. They celebrated together after winning a gold medal for Team USA at the 2016 Olympics, a team that Kyrie Irving was also on. Both Durant and Jordan also already planned on being in each other's weddings. Quote, "If I were to get married today, it'd be in my wedding," Durant told The Vertical. "That's how it is. That's my brother." Jordan said Durant is for sure going to be in his wedding. Their friendship also started long before the NBA and the Olympics. Durant met Jordan when he was trying to convince the center to join the University of Texas. Jordan went to Texas A&M, but there were no hard feelings. Jordan also did not have any hard feelings for Durant after he chose the Warriors, in spite of Jordan's recruitment to the Clippers. "Love you, bro. Congrats. Whatever makes you happy," Jordan texted Durant after his infamous decision to join Golden State. Throughout their recent years in the association, the two have gone on dinner dates and hung out at All-Star games. It's clear that the friendship is real and strong. So now let's go back to Durant's decision to join the Brooklyn Nets and bring Jordan with him. See, when Woj reported that KD and Kyrie were going to Brooklyn, he also included Deandre Jordan. He emphasized Deandre Jordan, which I thought was strange. Now, who gives the scoops to Woj? It's the camps and inner circles of the players he deals with. Is it possible that Durant's camp wanted to make sure that Woj included Jordan as a part of a big three, when in reality, it's not really a big three? I mean, if they want, they can control what Woj is tweeting. It's almost as if they wanted to go out of their way to show DeAndre love. But let's forget about Twitter and examine the facts once again. See, DeAndre Jordan signed a 4-year, $40 million deal with the Brooklyn Nets, which is way above market value. Even more fascinating is the fact that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving agreed to take less than the max just to make this deal happen. But they didn't have to. See, fair value for DeAndre Jordan would be somewhere in between the minimum and the mid-level exception, about 1.5 to 5.5 million per year. Yet now he's making 10 for 4 years. That's crazy. I mean, if we're being honest, DeAndre Jordan is not nearly close to the same player he once was. He used to be a dynamic rim runner and rim protector, but is now a lumbering big man that doesn't fit in the modern game and is bogged down by a loss of athleticism and effort. In his prime, he averaged about 12 win shares a season, a measure of the number of wins contributed by a player to a team. This past season with the Knicks, his win shares was 1.9. Further, Brooklyn already has a really good young center in Jared Allen. It makes absolutely no sense to give Jordan such a big contract. I understand signing Jordan because he's a friend of Durant and Irving, but to that deal? Now that's suspicious. No other team in the entire NBA would be even close to matching that offer for Jordan. You would think, since Jordan is by far the least important of the three, that he would agree to take less, or at least fair value, and the two can also make their max deals, both Durant and Irving. But that did not happen. So, is it possible for Jordan's hard work as a mole and his investigation of the Knicks setup that he got paid more? That Durant and Irving wanted to go over the top in compensating him for his work and his agreement not to join a contender last season? I mean, think about it this way. There's a lot of value in gaining feel for an organization, the coaching staff, the front office, the ownership, the city, the press, all things that Jordan was able to do in a short time with the New York Knicks. That's probably worth compensating. And if those reports came back positive, maybe just maybe, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are now a part of the New York Knicks. So, I ask you, what are your thoughts on the situation? Comment down below. Do you think there's any validity into this theory? Again, I want to emphasize that I don't know anything. This is all pure speculation. I also want to shout out the Bill Simmons podcast, as this theory was briefly mentioned there, and I investigate a little bit further. If you enjoyed the video, or at least thought it was entertaining, or interesting, or maybe informative, please leave a like and share it with your friends if you'd like. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for more videos, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram @RespectThePoint. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.